Hello, wanderers. Let's dive into the ways to enjoy the wonders of the wasteland. This diner darling, Miss Lala, will walk us through what makes you so special. Use your strength to subdue savage foes. Perceive your perilous surroundings by using perception. Evade your enemies at top speed by using your endurance. Captivate crowds and charm your foes using your charisma. Ideate and innovate by using your intelligence. Adeptly avoid mischievous antics by using your agility. Who knows what lucrative loot you may encounter with luck on your side. Good luck out there, and may your adventures be just as special as you.
Hi. Happy Fallout Friday. Hello. Happy Fallout Friday. Hello. Happy Fallout Friday. Friday. Fallout Friday. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. 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 Hi. I hope you all had a wonderful Friday so far. Mm-hmm. Hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, how am I doing today? I'm doing good. Listen, I'm feeling a little bit better. That I've been, because I've been feeling not the best lately. Today I've been feeling a little bit better, which is good. Um, which is good, which is good. I'm also very excited because your girl is going to City Field tonight, and she's gonna watch the Mets play. Probably lose to the Phillies on Pride Night. Gonna be some gay baseballs. Some gay baseball. Gonna see my wife today, Mrs. Met. It's gonna be a good time. How are you? Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Hi, Dipshit. Welcome. Hi, Duke of Troubles. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Spud. Hi, Bree Doodler. Ashton Smith. Welcome. Dr. Squirrel. Hello, Nobi One. Welcome, George Bailey. Keb. Bunny Boy. Ryuko. Cujo. Welcome on in. Hello. Hi, Darren. Hi, Darren. Welcome on in. Martha Mist. Hello. Hi, Jolly Pop. Hi, dear Dassy. Welcome back. Hi, honey. Alchemy Cola, Rat Trash Stew. Welcome. Love seeing those pride flags being waved around, especially because we still got a few days left to Pride Month. We love seeing it. Mm. Amethyst Dragon, an Eskimo. Thank you all for your stream streaks too. Thank you. Thank you. Cryptid Bones. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Dubois. Hi, welcome. Crestfall, Angel Sun. Hello. Rocky Inc. Hello. Hi, Moon Skelly. Hi, Moon Skelly. Nice to see you. Hello. Hi, Mercenary Enzo. We um we Goblin Folk. Welcome on in. Welcome. Looney Tooney, welcome, welcome. Quasi, hi, hello, Peter. Hi, Peter. Hi, Full Metal Ronin. Welcome, Smuggle Raindrop. Hello. Hi, Tria. Welcome, welcome. Lana X. Welcome. Toaster Slinger. Hi, hello. Hello. Thank you all so much. Fan. Hi, cutie. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Morgan. Tomorrow. Welcome on in. Oh my God. Welcome on in tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming all the way from YouTube to Twitch. I really appreciate that. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday. As you know, every Friday we open the church, and that church is the Fallout Church, and we got Fallout Friday every Friday here at the diner, unless some sort of act of God prevents us from doing it. But I hope you got your Nuka Cola and your crispy squirrel bits and you're ready. Today I decided to switch some things up. Usually every Fallout Friday we play some 76 until our eyes bleed and our butts leak right away. But not today. Today we will be playing a little bit of F76, But I thought we can switch things up by maybe I found this really interesting video and I thought that maybe we could check it out together. It is a deep dive that talks about every Fallout vault. And I realized I barely know the lore behind most of the vaults. I only know my vault. I only know my vault. Dun 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 da da dun. Oh my god, look at that Pixar mom butt. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I was just admiring my own goods. They're homegrown. I was just admiring my own goods. Don't worry about it. Um, so there you go. So anyway, I'm very excited to see. I wanna check this out. So here I have a if you've hung out here before, I've talked about this, but I just like to be honest. I love Fallout. I've been playing Fallout now for 3 years. I was mainly playing Fallout 4, and then a couple years ago I started playing 76. Love 76. I've played some New Vegas, but I have never beat a main story Fallout game. So I feel like my lore knowledge is a little behind, so to say. So I'm really looking forward to updating my lore knowledge. So I'm really exciting. I'm very excited, rather, to do a little bit of deep diving. And I hope you'll join me today. And then we'll get to some gaming. Although I have been thinking about wanting to dive back into Fallout 4, starting from the beginning, because I forgot like all of it. I think I have a son, maybe. I don't really care about because I'm too busy trying to woo Nick Valentine. You know, I don't know if I really want to prioritize my missing son when I got a little film noir robotic detective gumshoe fella to woo. But yeah, no spoilies, of course. But I also realized that by watching this lore video, I might be spoiled. But we'll see. Hey, Allie. Welcome. Beautiful. Well, a main story. I haven't finished a main story. A main storyline. I feel like I get like halfway to 70% there and then I just stop. Mm-hmm. Sean! Hi, Avalon. Welcome on in. I always get distracted and make new build before. Well, yeah, I don't know. I always get distracted too with side quests. You know, I totally do that. Everyone wants to date the robot dick. It's so funny because I don't think he got one. I'm good, Crestfall. What about you? Slap a fusion core on Nick and he'll be ready to go for the next 1,000 years. My own little personalized Energizer bunny. Sorry. Sorry. There's children watching this stream, maybe. Like my child Sean that went missing, and I have no idea where he went. Maybe he's too busy playing Yahtzee at a friend's house. I don't know. He fucking went somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm a chronic game non-finisher. After completing all the side quests, I never want the game to end, so I just stopped playing. Oh, I feel that. I understand. I think I put 300 plus hours into New Vegas. I've only beaten it once because I didn't like the character I was playing. I haven't been a single main storyline in Fallout. Can I really be called a Fallout fan? I don't know. Yeah. Hi, James P. Smith. Welcome. Hi. Hey, Rio. Welcome on in. Hi, Captain Cats. Hi, Captain Cats. And hi, Office Gremlins. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Okay, announcements before we dive into Fallout stuff. As you know, it is month 2, our Partner Plus level 2 pushing. We're trying to make that PP nice and girthy. That's right, I'm saying this, so I hope all of you who are in an office environment, I hope you enjoy all this very safe for work conversation. We're trying to make my PP nice and girthy and long. And you know how you do that? You self-sub at Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3. Tier 1 is 1 point, Tier 2 is 2 points, and Tier 3 is a whopping 6 points. And get the subs and prime subs do not count, unfortunately, towards those numbers. However, if you choose to upgrade your sub, so if you have a prime sub and choose to upgrade to a tier 1, that does count. If you choose to be a tier 1 and go to, let's say, I don't know, a tier 3, that also counts. It's just the gifting and the priming is not so, does not go towards the points. And if you sub at tier 3, you get a neat little custom Lala art card, collectible card that we'll be mailing out after this whole campaign is done, if we are successful. And a custom stream alert, as well as if we hit that goal, which we only have a few more days to hit it, right? I think we have 4 more days. That means you get a bunch new emotes. What? But Miss Lella, we just got new emotes. Right. And you're getting more because I wanted to reward my gremlins, including a happy birthday one. And there's soda gum bidet. And some other fun ones. But I'd only do that if we hit that goal, of course. So just so you know. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my pitch. There you go. There's also the information for you there. We are only 53 points away. Only 53 points away. Yeah. Which is really, really cool. Really, really cool. I am a completionist to the max. I will spend hours in games that are definitely not that long just because I want all the achievements and stuff. I wish I was like, I used to be such a completionist when I played JRPGs. As an adult now, there's just way too many games I want to play. So if I beat it, great. If I didn't get everything, that's okay. Maybe I go back eventually. Especially this year. I want to make sure I really get some new games under my belt. I feel like in 2025, I really didn't do that. So I'm really excited that this year we're going to do some new ones. Like I said, if we get 300 PP points, I mentioned this yesterday. You chose Alien Isolation as a game to play. And then maybe we do another game of choice that you all select, horror game of choice, for next month. How about that? Hi, Jade. Welcome on in. Hi. Hi, man-eating Pikachu. Welcome on in. National Chocolate Pudding Day. That sounds so good. I could go for some chocolate pudding. I'm only a completionist when it comes to certain games. As much as I love JRPG games, I only 100%. Oh, Disgaea? Is that how you say Disgaea series? I remember that game series. I know that one. Yeah. Would Dead Space be on the table? Yes, absolutely. I think I'd want to check out the remastered versus the OG because I played the OG before, so it might be really cool to check out the new one. A lot of space horror games I'm noticing. Hi, Electra Q. Welcome on in. Happy Fri-Yay. Welcome. I hope you're well. Welcome. So, yeah. I'm really curious about this. This video is really long, though. This, like, lore explaining video. This is 2 hours. Now, do I think we're gonna get through all of these? No. But they have this particular video that I found. It has 4 tiers. It has the good and unknown, So the good quote unquote vaults. It has the wild and wacky. It has real horror. And then they have utter insanity. So I feel like we should maybe pick our faves. What do you think? Or would we just start from the beginning and just see how long we can last? Or do we split it into two watches? We do one half this stream and then we do the second half next Fallout Friday. What do you think? What do you think? Or do we just do it all? Wishing you, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Gotta bring up Metroid. Oh, thanks, Decoy. You know, I never played Metroid, even though I love playing Samus in Super Smash Brothers. Two watches sound good? Two watches! That's two. Okay, that's good. That's true. What's my favorite Fallout game I've played? Hmm. I. That's tough. I really love the story of Vegas, of what I've played. But to play the game is very frustrating. So my overall experience, I think it'd probably be Fallout 4. I think. Hmm. But I should like play Fallout 3 or something as well. I don't know. Hi, Mouse. Welcome on in. Got some DC animated news. We're getting an adaptation of the Batman Nightfall story arc. Oh. Oh. Hi, heroes. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. New Vegas writing is pretty nice, but yeah, I can feel. Well, the writing is good. The gameplay is awful because they were rushed, and there's nothing to fix it unless they were to remaster the game. You know what I mean? Hmm. I played all Fallouts, and I never managed to finish 4 for some reason. I always get too focused on building my base. I always forget I'm supposed to find my son. I feel that. That's the thing. I didn't get involved with building in Fallout 4 as much as I have been in Fallout 76. I love building in 76. But for 4, I just got so wrapped up in every single side quest. They were just so much fun to play. Yeah. When it comes to the story, Fallout 3, easily Fallout New Vegas is all right, but I like Fallout 4. Overall, when it comes to Fallout series, the first two are very hard to me. I never played Fallout 1 and 2. Um, I dipped my toe in 3 when it first came out a long time ago, so I barely remember it. I remember Tunnel Snakes, and was it Megaton, I think is a town? I remember those two things, but that's about it. I don't remember much else. Continue work on your house in 76. Well, so we have this thing. So we do 76. And if you're hanging out in the stream, and you hang out for like a couple of times, and I know that you're not just a drive by stranger, we can play together and play with the community. So, what am I interested in doing today? I always like making sure I do my dailies. I'm not too enthusiastic about this battle pass. I was the last one and I didn't get the items I wanted, which I'm really, really sad about. But I think today I want to focus on decorating. If we're gonna, because I gotta shift the diner a little bit to make more space to build some more stuff. So, hmm building in 76 is so cozy and therapeutic purely because you're building for yourself. No one else. I know. That's why I call it. It's my post-apocalyptic Animal Crossing. It's like you just listen to the good vibe music. You just get into your rhythm and you're just enjoying your stuff. And once in a while, a ghoul comes and you just blast his ass inside out. And after that, you just go back to relaxing and enjoying the fruits of your labor. I love it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Fallout 1 and 2 writing is so good. That's what I heard. I actually heard the lore in 1 and 2 is very good. Just the games are maybe difficult to connect to because they're just that much older. Yeah. The gameplay isn't bad, it's very 2008, 2009. Fallout 3 played the same way. New Vegas being rushed is why it's the buggiest game I actively try to play once a year. Yes, I am aware. Unfortunately, because of those bugs, it makes it very frustrating to play, which is why I stopped playing it. Even with like quality of life mods, it was like quitting every 15 minutes, as my gremlins can attest to. And so that's why I kind of stopped playing. As much as I enjoyed it, it kind of sucks. Yeah, I really want to. I want to finish the main story. I do. Hmm. I played 76 at the start. It was a nightmare. You are an angel. I can't believe you did it at the worst time. 76 was, you couldn't legally call it a video game. It was so unfinished, you couldn't legally call it a video game. Now it's very different. Yeah. Now it's very different. I want to play more of 76, but I always get frustrated with the inventory that I'm not uh and that I am not put my camp down. Yes, I always give myself infinite space because I have a water. Well, yes, I feel that. Inventory management is also the bane of my existence. I'm always overcumbered. Yeah. Hi Jew. Right? Is that how you say your name? Jew or Jug? How do you say that? My goals in life. Vibe, destroy, and go back to vibe. I love that. Yeah. It does make it very frustrating. Every time I go back, it's like trying to start a dying card to get it running. Fallout New Vegas, absolutely. I totally get what you're saying. Absolutely, absolutely. That's my problem with it. The thing is that it has so many great things set up for it. Like literally a classic Western inspired story through the lens of Fallout in the desert. It's like it has so many great pieces, great characters, a very different feeling of a world, really neat. But then, like, as you're walking, your game, like, bops, or you get stuck in a never ending death loop. It's just, it just gets frustrating, which really sucks because I really enjoy the game. I really enjoy the story. I got my friends to play the game with me at launch because I had this idea where we role play as gangsters and harass people into giving us caps. Never worked out, sadly, and now I'm the only one who plays the game anymore. Oh, I was like, uh, you know, the Fallout 76 community. I wish the 76 like RP community was as popular as like GTA RP because then I would totally spend time like getting into it. I would totally do that. I'd love to do that. But it's not as prevalent. It's a much smaller community in that sense. Although I find that the 76 community nowadays is really lovely. Oh, Jesus, it's going to give you one of these road kills when you get online. I got 4 of them now, and they're human focus, unique armor. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm interested. As someone who really loved Fallout lore, there's a real shift between Fallout 1 and 2 writing and Bethesda writing. Older Fallout was mostly a critique of fascism and capitalism and an emphasis on communities and common interests. Bethesda put emphasis on a nuclear family unit and thematics around it. If you play Fallout 3, you can really feel that Bethesda writers are Christian. There's a lot of really interesting. That's really fascinating. I love when a narrative of a video game is more than what it presents itself. That's really fascinating. Thank you for sharing that. I gotta check out 1 and 2. It's just I just can't bring myself to, I think, play them. Unless we do the Great Fallout Marathon and we go from 1 and we go all the way in order to 4. Because eventually they'll have Fallout 5. Eventually. I know they're working on it. Yeah. You've been playing again just so I can get the which Fallout have you been playing again? To get an achieve and which specific achievement are you referring to? Hi, Gaming Overlord. Welcome on in. I understand, Miss Love. If you really like the gameplay of the old game, it's fair. The gameplay is really harsh. The choice in writing are pretty cool. Oh, really? Ooh, with such a good and interesting antagonist. I want to play. The only exposure I have to that is um when what happened here was when Magic did the collab with Fallout, and I started seeing some like Easter egg things uh to the to the earlier games, but I don't know the context of them. Yeah. Are there really 76 Fallout games? No, there's not. There's not. Yeah. Hi, Hydro Frog. Really? Yeah, I still am working on collecting all the cards for my collection. That's like one set I really want to like straight up collect. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna watch. Okay, we got part 1 and part 2 of this video, and we are going through all the vaults. We are going through all the vault lore in Fallout. So let's start at the very beginning. Just go in order and see where we land. Sound good? Sounds great. Cool. All right, I'm very excited to see. All right.
Fallout is one of the most recognizable game and now television series of all time.
Is volume good? I always like to double check volume. Volume good. Fallout New Vegas is highly overrated. Ooh, controversial opinion. I do think sometimes Fallout New Vegas fans are a bit obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when Fallout New Vegas fans come and they're like, "It's the best one. It's the best one, and all the other ones are bullshit." I was just like, "Whoa, that's like way too intense. Way too intense." Hold up. Hold up. It fundamentally and factually cannot be the best one because its gameplay is janky. For whatever reasons, doesn't take away the fact that the gameplay is janky, thus cannot be the best one because the gameplay is once again janky. Does it have an incredible story? Good storytelling? Yes. Very good writing. Very good writing. But then there's things about the game that aren't so great. Like having it crash every 15 minutes when I play it. And that's not even with mods. And then I put quality of life mods, and then it only crashes every 20 minutes. Okay? Volume is good. Thank you, Allie. I think you're the only one who said about the volume. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, honey.
Fallout is one of the most recognizable game and now television series of all time.
Yeah!
Home to giant roaches, ghouls with hats, and this adorable good boy.
Yeah!
But if we're being honest,
Dogmate!
none of us are here for that.
Ooh.
Because we're here for the vaults. Home to
The
some of the most
vaults!
twisted, insane, and mind-blowing human experimentation and torture ever imagined.
Oh, how
and
nice.
also, the most fascinating part about this world, without question. 122 individual containment facilities, all constructed by a mega corporation.
I'm sorry. You said you unironically love Walton Goggins? Wow, that's a little crazy. That's weird. That's very strange. That's very strange. Because I too unironically love Walton Goggins, specifically when he looks like a leather bag that's been left in the sun for too long. So, just crazy. I love him. He's so sexy. Love him. Mwah. 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 Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm totally normal. I'm totally normal. I'm totally normal. Okay? Okay. Anyway, back to the video.
Monetizing human death and suffering, all for their own gain. So today, I'm going to break down every single one we know about, whether that be from games, television, novels, or even comic books. Starting with the most chilled and relaxed vaults, and slowly making our way into the single most horrifying and mind-melting scenarios imaginable. Because as any Fallout veteran knows, war never changes.
Ooh.
You know, if there was one vault I had to live in the entire Fallout universe, it might just have to be Vault 84. Because while later in the video we will be taking a look at some truly horrific things, first we have to start with the most relaxed. And what better way to do this than the little known vault that's seldom talked about. Originally introduced in the Fallout board game, this technically now non-canon vault was home to one of the most tame experiences.
Oh, non-canon. So originally was canon and now it's non-canon? Is that what they said? They retcon their lore? Don't do that. Don't do that, Bethesda. Don't do that. Don't do that. We like when, yeah. Since we're in their Fallout now, I don't know. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. We're all learning a lot today. Hi, Boydley Bob. Welcome on in.
Experiments in the wasteland. Every year, a vote was held to exile the most dangerous inhabitant from the bunker, meaning the vault dwellers were constantly on their best behavior year-round in fear of receiving the vote. And for anyone that did show signs of disorderly conduct, they would be swiftly removed forever. So because of the simple rule and low amount of people being affected at once, this system managed to keep the vault almost perfectly safe over decades. It inspired many families to join community events, to help others, or to give money and things away in order to inspire favor and love from everyone else. And being single or lonely not only meant you were out friends, but out a potential spot in this lovely vault as well, with you being seen as an outsider. So everyone in the vault had a huge incentive to talk and help others.
Can't believe there was actually an ethically good,
the safest and least tragic vault.
Sounds like a lawfully good vault. That's crazy. Can't believe that existed. I thought they were all kind of crazy and twisted or fucked up in some way. That's crazy.
In the history of the series, because even though it's no longer canon, it still gives us such an interesting psychological look into human beings and potential what-if scenarios. And isn't that what's most fun about vaults in Fallout anyways? Simply hearing about the fun ideas or experiments that could take place and wondering where and how things would really play out. For me, the most interesting part about vaults, and by extension the most interesting part about Fallout, is the individual and social implications of each experiment, and really just seeing what would happen. So I'll make that the main focus throughout this entire video. And also for anyone wondering, that's why I'll also be including non-canon vaults on this list as well. Because even the imagination of it all can be so fascinating, and it gives us some ideas into what future vaults and new games or shows.
I love that the one vault that may be the most lawfully good one, they're like, that's not canon. It's not fucked up enough. So it's on the chopping block. It's on the lore chopping block. Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
Might look like. However, keep in mind I will point out each vault and whether or not it's canon so you guys can keep track too. Regardless though, even up to modern times in Fallout, this vault is still operating in pristine fashion. Through the simple process of slowly pruning out bad apples, this society is potentially one of the best in the entirety of America. In fact, the only especially tragic episode in the entire vault's history actually has to do with a nearby Vault 109, which was an
Ooh.
extremely high-class and expensive area for affluent individuals, even better than 84 by all accounts. Inside was countless high-class materials and products like Mary May, Ticknor & Fields, or Fallon's, all recognizable brands from the pre-war days that signified wealth and status. However, Vault 109 eventually suffered a catastrophic failure due to an unknown source which caused a radiation leak, resulting in
Oh
everyone inside
no.
perishing or becoming flesh-hungry ghouls. And this event marked the end of trade between the two facilities. Yet despite this, Vault 84 has continued to live strong and flourish, which is especially astounding considering this is maybe one of the only non-control vaults in the entire series that can claim so. It's always been so curious to me why the overseers of every vault in Fallout never really rebelled. After all, having to lead and subject many of your fellow human beings to sick and twisted torture for years on end takes a special kind of evil. But that true sense of evil is exactly what Vault Tech was looking for in their containment facilities, meaning most overseers were handpicked before the Great War began and bombs
Oh.
dropped, and that's why it usually worked out.
I will say that makes a lot of sense, especially if you watch the show. I do appreciate that the show gives you a lot of context in terms of like how vaults were coming to be pre-war, and that is a really interesting insight in terms of that. And yeah, obviously it seems like unless the choice of the overseer was specifically part of the experiment itself, they pretty much were predetermined. Yeah. So,
In fact, in many vaults, subsequent overseers were also handpicked with rigged elections or voting to ensure the experiments could keep going. But in
yep,
the case of Vault 81,
yep, wait, yep, yep. They go into that in the television show. They sure do. They sure do.
actually got a look into what could happen when an overseer did in fact stand up for what's right. Originally, the Vault was instructed to run experiments on human beings with all sorts of diseases and infections, all in an attempt to make a universal cure that could fix any ailment. And the layout was structured in two parts. A main area that simply was a normal and well-kept vault for all the residents to live in, and a secret sectioned off area as well, where a team of scientists would live and perform experimentation non-stop, pulling people from the main section of the vault to use as guinea pigs. However, when Dr. Olivet, the designated overseer of this vault, learned of this heinous twist in how the experiment would be run, she immediately thought of becoming a whistleblower to reveal the plan. Sadly though, she soon became aware of the fact that many in the United States government were actually helping out Vault Tech. And
yeah, it's true. Hi, Tex. Thanks for the 45 stream streak. Twitch never changes. Hi, Death Revolver. Welcome on in. No, I haven't seen the Walmart commercials with Walton Goggins. That's so interesting. I love that there's this example, once again, of this person that stood up and was like, this isn't right. And yet, this is a non canon vault. It's like all examples of good human behavior, optimism, all of that stuff. They're like, no. That is not canon. Everything needs to be twisted a little bit. we can't have lawfully good. Wait, not in our game. No. In the lore of RIP, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, thanks, Tex. I appreciate it. Actually, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break because I gotta use the ladies' room real quickly. But I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back. Hi. So sorry for the wait. Um, I can't believe I'm doing this because normally I definitely stream for so much longer, but I'm feeling very sick all of a sudden, and not feeling good. Um, super nauseous and stuff. So I'm gonna have to cut stream really early today. I don't even think I'm gonna raid out. I'm just not I'm feeling very unwell all of a sudden. And my health has been kind of in and out this past kind of week and a half. So I'm really, really sorry. Normally I was so looking forward to watching this and then playing 76. I love Fallout Friday every week, but I am not feeling good. So I'm just gonna kind of close it here. I'm so sorry. But let's pick this up next week. Maybe. But yeah, I think I just gotta lie down. I'm really not feeling that well. So I'm really sorry. Um, and I feel so bad because I love that Friday is like the last stream I get to do before the diners close for a couple of days before Monday. If that changes and I'm able to hang out sometime this weekend, I will let you know. But otherwise, I'm gonna call it here today, and then we will just we'll pick up next week or something, or I'll figure it out. Maybe we do 2 Fallout days next week if I'm really feeling it. But I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I adore you all so much. Thanks for hanging out, even if it was just for a little bit. I hope you all have wonderful weekends. Thank you. Much love. Thank you. Um, yeah, thank you very much. I'll talk to y'all soon. Mwah.